QRZ to station call and CQ.
Roger, Roger. This is November 7 Bravo Echo Romeo. I am calling CQ and stuff like that. Can I get your call sign, please?
Yeah, okay, good evening. My name is Marty, Mike Alpha Romeo Tango Yankee, and my call is November 4 Whiskey Romeo Echo, and you're 59 plus in North Carolina. Good signal.
Wow, that's pretty awesome. Actually, that's unbelievable. Actually, North Carolina, basically, it is from coast to coast. Looks like, yeah, you signal about 5.9, same. It's a very strong signal, sir. I kind of wonder what is your antenna that does that pretty good.
I'm running one of the NA4RR hex beams. I only have it up about 33 feet, and I'm using a Kenwood TS890 with a Mercury 3 amplifier with about 1 kW right now. Go ahead.
That's pretty awesome, pretty awesome. Believe it or not, I have a hex beam also, but your setup is 1 foot higher than mine. Mine to the base, 32 feet only.
Yeah, it's really amazing to me how well they work at low heights. This one here, I don't have it up on a tower. I just have it up on a pole behind the house, and everybody that I hear, I'm able to work. So I've been well pleased with it for the price of the antenna. Go ahead.
Believe it or not, so many stations for the last about 8 months. I put it up about middle of July of the last year, and since then I never actually hesitate to kind of say that the hex beam overperform a small kind of portable antenna, whatever I do, like an end-fed headway, dipole, or any other antenna that's simple wire antenna. But the hex beam almost S2 unit, a much higher signal compared to any of those antenna I try to do, and even delta loop that I have right now still does not perform same as the hex beam. So I'm really pleased with that antenna.
Yeah, I did not catch your name. What's the name there?
My name is Vladimir. Vladimir. I'm located in Washington State, very close to the Portland, Oregon.
Okay, Vladimir. Well, it's good to meet you. You got an extremely strong signal. I noticed that 20 meters tonight doesn't have a lot of activity on it. The band seems reasonably quiet as far as signals. But I tuned by and heard you calling, but I had my antenna pointing to the southeast, so I had to move the antenna to reach you better, or I probably could have worked you to the southeast, but most of the time, if I can, I usually try to turn it. But yeah, you're working good. I'm in the northwest part of North Carolina. I'm about 75 miles straight north of Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm in the small town of Jonesville, which is here in the foothills of the mountains. Over.
Roger. Yes, I was there in the summertime in July. I was just right on the border between North Carolina and South Carolina, and I also was like about December, Christmas time. I was in South Carolina. My kids, a couple of my younger sons, they moved to South Carolina. They work at Charleston, basically. So I visit them in December time, like for a couple of weeks, and I had a radio with me, about a 100-watt radio. So I've been doing QSO on that side. It's pretty actually awesome. Lots of activity over there. People using whatever. Especially that 80-meter band. He was kind of surprised that 80-meter band over there, North Carolina, South Carolina, very Florida, very active on 80-meter for some reason.
Yeah, there's a lot of activity on 40 meters and 75 meters here on the East Coast. There's a lot of groups, and I too have a group that I talk with nightly on 75, and then we also, the same group, we get together on 40 meters as well during the daytime. Age here is 62, 6'2", and I am retired. I've been retired for 6 years. I retired at 56, and so I have plenty of time for amateur radio. Vladimir, over.
Yeah, Roger, Roger. That yes, that's what I said to myself when I got my license 1 year ago. So and I started doing like a secure and I started doing this hobby. I probably, like I said to myself, I probably should get my license 5 years before I retire. So at least I could be at the beginning of the solar cycle. But it's already late, but it's better late than never, right, Marty?
Yeah, that's exactly right. I tell you what, Vladimir, I am currently recording this, and I'm going to post it on YouTube. I have a YouTube channel under my call sign, just N4WRE. If you, it'll probably take a few minutes for me to upload it. But if you'd like to hear how beautiful you sound here in North Carolina, I'm going to have a video just of our contact. Go ahead.
Roger, Roger, no problem at all. This is like a third person that does that. That's pretty good, actually. It's unbelievably good, actually. That the hex beam to hex beam, and always like a 5-9 signal report. Doesn't matter what the location seems to be, especially on a good day of propagation. Yeah, the hex beam to hex beam is always a perfect communication, basically. So I'm really like my hex beam, and doesn't matter what the station. A lot of station coming from Florida and still receive me 5-9 basically all the time. But the thing is, Marty, I'm using about 450 watts. I would like to know if you using just 100 watt or maybe just a little bit more. Back to you, Marty.
No, I'm actually using I'm right now about 1,000 watts. I'm using one of the Mercury 3 solid state amplifiers, and I'm running right there is 1,027 watts. So I'm running just a little bit more power than you, but as you well know, the first 500 watts is all that really gets your signal out there over the 100-watt radio. So you're doing extremely well here. You're constantly right at S9, and I have seen you above, probably 5 dB to 10 dB above at times. Vladimir, go ahead.
Roger, Roger, that's pretty awesome. Actually, believe it or not, I have an amplifier I just recently bought. Basically, I bought it in the same time frame when I installed my hex beam antenna. And my amplifier is your little brother. It's like a Mercury Light, a portable amplifier, which is actually can be running on a 48-volt bicycle battery. But believe it or not, this is like a new production line. So when I was going to buy one like that, so I have to wait for about on a waiting list for about a month and a half, and then by the time they made it and I got it installed in my home, it was about middle of July. So it's a very, very good amplifier, but it can only go to up to I guess 600 watt maximum. So I'm trying to use at least maybe 80%, no more. So basically right now it's about 450 watts. Back to you, Marty.
Yeah, November 7, Bravo Echo Romeo from N4WRE. Yeah, the Mercury stuff has really been very, very good. I bought two of these amplifiers at the same time, and they at the time I ordered mine, there was a waiting list of about 3 months, and they were in kit form. And right before mine, they had mine put together. They were FCC type accepted, and for an extra $300, they went ahead and completed the build. So when my amplifiers come, they were ready to go. So I didn't have to put them together. So I went ahead and paid the extra $300 on each amp, and I bought two of them. I have one here with the Kenwood 890, and I have another one over on another desk with an ICOM IC 7610, and they've worked really well. I've owned them about, I think this is my 4th year, and they have really performed well for me. Vladimir, go ahead.
Yeah, Roger. Actually, it's pretty good. Actually, that you have a couple amplifiers. Maybe later on, no matter what, if I decided to buy another amplifier like the full the limit, like whatever 1 kilowatt or even 1.5, I will probably go for sure for the Mercury, the Mercury kind of amplifier too. Whatever they are going to sell. I don't know. There is probably several brands, several model of the Mercury, but I'm not really sure. I know that Mercury 3 with a Mercury Deluxe, but I know that there is a very good amplifier. The only thing is about my portable is they actually put like a tuner inside of it. So the tuner is very good and responsive, like a very quick tuning process. It's the same kind of like a radio 3-to-1 SWR, but still a very quick responsive tuner that they put it inside the Mercury Light portable amplifier. So your amplifier probably you have to put like whatever the external tuner is like yourself.
Yeah, that is correct. I have the Palstar HF Auto tuner. I have one of those that it stays in line all the time. The Palstar HF Auto is it's a legal limit tuner, and I love it. It's a really nice piece. But it works well with my antennas, especially like on the lower bands on 75 meters. If I move around down in the CW portion or up in the phone portion, I can the antenna tuner works quite well for me to get the SWR down, no matter what it is. I leave my tuner on auto all the time, so wherever I am, it's whatever antenna I'm on, it tunes it right down to 1.0 or 1.1, and it works well. So I've been well pleased with that as well. Go ahead.
Roger. That's pretty awesome, actually. My amplifier automatically does tuning, but the radio itself, which is my radio E2FT-DX10, which is my tuner on that transceiver actually off. So, but anyhow, the hex beam antenna I'm using is basically all the resonance band basically, but for some reason the tuner amplifier still pick it up something and just do a little bit adjustment constantly basically. So after I switch to one like a band, like for example right now 14.264, it just quickly made it up some tuning and just stay that way all the time. So it's if I now switch into a different frequency on the same 20 meter band, it's still gonna be tuned no matter what. It's pretty awesome actually. I kind of like it. If I switch between the bands, it does automatically tune it up and just go again, ready to push the microphone.
Yeah, that's the way the one I have, the Palstar is, and you just put a low drive carrier into it, and it will tune it down just perfectly. Okay, Vladimir, I'm going to get off here. It looks like we have been I have been recording our QSO for about 14 minutes. So I'm going to edit this and put it on YouTube. If you have interest in it, you can go to my YouTube page and feel free to look at the video, and you'll be able to listen to yourself, hex beam to hex beam from coast to coast. So I sure have enjoyed it. I'll look for you again here on 20 meters or some of the other bands. And it's been a pleasure chatting with you here this evening. I wish you 73, and we'll look for you later. November 7, Bravo Echo Romeo from N4WRE. I hope you have a good evening.
Roger, Roger. Thank you very much, Marty. Of course, I'm gonna stop by and look for that video. It's pretty awesome to hear myself how that my transceiver and everything perform on the other side of the Pacific, on the other side of the Atlantic Ocean, basically. But anyhow, November 4 Whiskey Romeo Echo. This is November 7 Bravo Echo Romeo. Have a blessed evening, sir, and hope we can talk many more times in the future. Thank you. Bye bye.
Okay, 73, Vladimir.